Facebook release. Oh my God.
Welcome to the Tuesday Top 10 show at The Collective. This is episode 33, highlighting the best new comics you should be buying for the week of February 20th and 21st, 2024. Remember to log into your Comic Hub account on Friday after 5 p.m. This is under last call for confirmed orders and shop coming soon. All available items should be visible for you to order. And they are due by Saturday, the 24th at midnight to guarantee your copy of any open order cover or single issue. If you see a 1 in 10 or 1 in 25 or any other incentive that you'd like to order, send your request via the hub. If you'd also like to give the store a call, you can reach us at 407-637-2843 or 321-295-7091. You can also send a text to that one as it's a phone number or a mobile number. And don't forget to follow the store on social media and join the Discord server at Collective CCG. This week we have no news. There will be some news late. I just got to it late this week. So we have some honorable mentions. We have Zorro, Man of the Dead #2. This is the newest Sean Gordon Murphy book. This is a the print version of the digital story that's been out for a while. This is story, art, and covers by Sean Gordon Murphy. So if you liked Batman White Knight series or the plot holes, you'll want to check this out. Also, if you're a Zorro fan, it's a really good Zorro book. Zorro, Man of the Dead #2. Next up, we have Edge of Spider-Verse 2024 #1 by Alex Segura, Colin Kelly, Jackson Lanzig, Nyla Magruder, Eric Gapser. And this has got covers by Chad Hardin, Derek Chu, Scotty Young, good old Scotty Young. Somebody Woods. I don't know what that one is. It's not on my list. I didn't know that one was coming out. Sorry, y'all. The website that I pull this information from does not always have all the covers. It's just a thing. And then we have a Chris Allen Stormbreakers cover. So we got Chris Allen, we got Woods, we got Chad Hardin, Derek Chu, and the great Scotty Young. Edge of Spider-Verse 2024 #1. Last of the honorable mentions. #10, going right into the list. We're going to get through this. We got very few covers for each book except for one. We got the best JLA book that's coming out in the past 5 years. This is Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong. This is #5. And the Legion of Doom joins the League of Assassins to use the monsters from the Monsterverse to take over the world. And the JLA is trying to stop them. It's a great book. You should really be checking this out. This book is selling more copies every month than the previous month, which is pretty amazing. This is by Brian Bucalato with art by Christian Deuce, colors by Luis Guerrero, and letters by Richard Starkings and Jimmy Betancourt. And we have a Drew Johnson cover. We have a Godzilla and King Kong Jock cover with Batman on it. Very cool. And we have a Michael Cho, kind of a throwback style cover. That's Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong number 5. Sticking with DC for number 9, we got Hellblazer Dead in America number 2. John Constantine is in the Big Easy and Swamp Thing is there. This is the only cover left. The other covers did sell out. This is by Simon Spurrier with art by Aaron Campbell. We have this is the Aaron Campbell cover. Again, last one is for there's only a few left. So if you didn't FOC this, make sure you pick yours up. This is Hellblazer Dead in America number 2 in this week at number 9. I'll wrap up all the DC books this week. I go into Wonder Woman number 6. This is the end of the first arc. So if you have not been picking this up and you want to start, you'll want to start with number 7. You can definitely pick this up if you want, though, but you can pick up the trade coming out very soon. This is story by Tom King, art by Daniel Sampere, colors by Telmu Morey, and letters by Clayton Cowles. We have a Daniel Sampere cover. Is that the Tedesco cover? This is the Jeff Spokes cover. Julian Totino Tedesco. Nicholas Draper Ivy right there. That's the Nicholas Draper Ivy cover. And I think this is the video game tie-in cover. I'm not sure. Yep. Oh, this is the video game tie-in cover. This is the Tedesco. I had them out of order. Sorry. Black History Month, Nicholas Draper Ivy. The Jeff Spokes cover. And then the main cover by Daniel Sampere. Wonder Woman number 6. All right, coming at number 6, which is or number 7 rather, which is kind of a surprise to me, but there's a lot of good books coming out this week. This is Ultimate Spider-Man number 2. And this is the best Spider-Man story in 20 years. And Peter is facing his first villain in this issue. This is written by Jonathan Hickman with art by Marco Cicchetto and colors by Matt Wilson. We have the main cover by Marco Cicchetto. We have a really great kind of a throwback, flipping it on his head a little bit, Elizabeth Torque cover. That's the Mark Bagley team cover featuring Miles and his family, his friends. And we have a Matthias Mananini Green Goblin cover. Ultimate Spider-Man number 2. Number 6, we're going to the indies for a minute. This is Animal Pound number 2. This continues the Tom King adaptation of the classic novel Animal Farm. It's a new variation on that. Art by Peter Gross. We have a Peter Gross main cover and the Bilquis Evely secondary variant cover. Animal Pound number 2. All right. Jump over to Marvel. Coming in at number 5. We have The Rise of the Powers of X number 2. This is the second series set in the future. The fall of X continues, this time outside the confines of time and space. This is written by Kieran Gillen, art by R.B. Silva, colors by David Curiel, letters by Clayton Cowles. We have the R.B. Silva, again, out of order. I had them in order at first, but here we go. R.B. Silva, main cover. That is the Kare Andrews. I have a David Mack cover right there of Storm. Let's see that. Oh, that's the number 1 second printing. All right. I was going to say, why that's not on my list. There is also a Rise of the Powers of X number 1 second printing out today with a Phil Noto cover. I grabbed that in the list of all the other books. But if you didn't get the first printing, make sure to check that out. As the Krakoa era is wrapping up, it will end in June. All the X-Men titles are ending. I guess that counts as news. And they will be relaunched in July. So expect some big news coming soon and some important books coming out to the FOC shortly after that. All right. New entry from Distillery, independent publisher, is Blasphemous, number 1. This is a horror comedy from the creator of Sweet Paprika, Mirka Andolfo, who is writing and drawing the book, and it is colored by Gianluca Papi. This is the first cover by Mirka Andolfo. The second cover also by Mirka Andolfo. And then there's an art germ cover. I had that before. For some reason, what happened is I put them in order of what I wanted to talk about, and then when I stacked them up, I put them in reverse. That's what's going on. Sorry about that, y'all. But Mirka Andolfo cover number 1, Mirka Andolfo cover number 2, and that is the art germ cover. Kind of obvious based on the art style. Blasphemous, number 1 from Distillery. We're going to finish out. We're going to put 2 more up there for number 3 and 2. This is new entries in the 20th Century Studios imprint from Marvel. We have the Predator, The Last Hunt, number 1 by Ed Brisson with art by Francesco Manna and Eric Arsenigia. We have a Corey Smith main cover. We have a Francesco Manna cover. Those are the only 2 covers that are in. That's all we got. Predator, The Last Hunt, number 1 from Marvel and 20th Century Studios. Also from 20th Century Studios and Marvel is Alien, Black, White, and Blood. This is an anthology in the Alien universe. So the Xenomorphs get the single color anthology treatment. Marvel's been doing a few of these. DC did a few of these. They're pretty cool because they're black and white, except for the blood. It's the only red is the only color. Very nice art in these. This has stories by Colin Kelly, Jackson Lanzig, Ryan Cady, and Stephanie Phillips, with art by Dev Pramanik, Marcello Ferreira, and Michael Dowling, and letters by Clayton Cowles. And there is 1 cover for that, and that is the main cover by Ryan Stegman, J.P. Meyer, and Edgar Delgado. That's a very good Alien Queen cover on Alien, Black, White, and Blood, number 1. All right. Speaking of number 1, this is the number 1 book of the week. Probably going to be the pick as well. I'll have to double check that. Check with the store if you want to find out. This is The Six Fingers, number 1. This is a very interesting take because 2 weeks ago, the companion book to this launched called The One Hand. This is, again, I said it's a companion book because it's telling the same story. It's a crime noir, future cyberpunk type of murder mystery. The One Hand tells the same story from the detective's point of view, and The Six Fingers tells the story from the killer's point of view. So a unique take, something a little bit different for comics. Nice to see that. This is by Dan Waters with art by Sumit Kumar, colors by Lee Lowridge, and letters by Aditya Baker. We have the Tom Muller main cover and the variant by Lee Lowridge, Lawrence Campbell, and Tom Muller. That is The Six Fingers, number 1. We also have copies left over still in store of The One Hand. So if you didn't pick it up and you want to read both, make sure you grab that. All right, we'll be back next week with probably some big news. There's a lot of news that broke right before or after I already had my show notes done. So we'll check that out next week. Have a great one. Come in, pick up your books.